We've got a large marginal to enhance severe risk zone today. And the models continue to pick up this cold weather trend as we push into the end of May and early June. As you can see, we already have some thunderstorms right now trekking off east from the Central Plains into the Ohio Valley. None of this looks to be too severe, although it is causing some flooding issues. You can see we do have some flash flooding warnings out here in portions of northwestern Arkansas and southwestern Missouri. As we get later into the day, specifically late afternoon, early evening, though, our severe weather chances will increase. What you're looking at right here is our 2% and 5% tornado risk zone. The 5% region, including areas of the Texas Panhandle and southwestern Oklahoma, you can see OKC is just on the border there. We have a 15 to 30% hatch region for hail. Again, once you get in that hatch, that means significant hail. 2, 3, 4, even 5-inch hail could be possible. And our wind risk is pretty similar here. You can see the 15 to 30% hatch. That does also include OKC, and it gets pretty close to Tulsa. Taking a look at our latest HRRR model, as we get into around 4 to 5 p.m. Central, we may see some thunderstorms firing off in the Texas Panhandle and western Oklahoma. You'll see as I move this forward, and they'll begin making their way out east. Here's another look farther down into southern Texas. The tornado risk does look to be the greatest earlier on in this event, so I would say late afternoon into the early evening, and then this definitely turns into a wind threat as it pushes off east. We are also watching as we get into the late afternoon, early evening hours, a potential damaging wind and hail threat getting itself together out here in Arkansas, western Tennessee, and moving off into the southeast. This looks to be trying to develop an MCS or mesoscale convective system. This can typically bring very strong straight line winds, so you don't have to have even a tornado involved. You can get 80+ mile/hour winds. Not impossible to have some big hail or a tornado embedded in one of these either. So we'll have to watch out into western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, and potentially maybe even northwestern Georgia through the late evening and into the early morning hours of Monday. Now, when it comes to our cold weather, our models are still agreeing on the same thing. This is through June 3rd right here, and this is through June 7th. Specifically, areas of the Central Plains, Southern Plains, and out here in the Ohio Valley do look to remain well below average over the next about week or two. And once again, we can see that when we take a look at our temperature anomaly map. Obviously, these blues are temperatures that are well below average, and the red are temperatures that are well above average. A lot of times this cold air comes in behind the front and moves out. This cold air is kind of being trapped in here, so it's here to stay for a little bit, at least based on what we can see with the globals, and they are agreeing, and we do like when we see model consensus like that. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or sub. I make posts like this every day, and I try to stream every single night. And remember, if you do become a TikTok sub or member on my YouTube, you get access to my Discord, where we have daily and live updates every day. We're building an awesome community of weather enthusiasts, and we'll also be doing merch giveaways every single month, so it's a fun time, and I'm really excited for what's to come. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.